The following video is not for kids or immature people, mindless, and people who don't follow religious beliefs, and contains some hard-hitting truths. If you are easily triggered, kindly change this channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please support independent filmmakers, journalists, artists, and musicians. May God bless.
The American people have 14 days until they feel hyperinflation. Now, if you're like me, you've noticed that gas is going up 50 cents to $1 every other day now, that we're in war with Iran. And the media tells us that it's a blip. It's just a blip, but it's not a blip. The supply chain in the United States is having a freaking heart attack.
What is happening, guys? So, feeling a little better from yesterday. I've been having minor chest pains, but I think that's due to all the stress and the coffee, and I guess lack of sleep, lack of exercise, bad diet. I've been burning the candle at both ends, pulling all-nighters and watching a lot of news stories. It's not good for my health. Maybe this is not for me, and everybody should take everything on social media with a grain of salt. I mean, you know, if you feel like emotionally cooked like I do, dial it back a little bit. Look to spiritual things, get out more, talk to friends, talk to family, spend quality time with people. That's what I would do if I had people. But anyway, this video I want to talk about, it's pretty important. Yeah, I mean, I've been kind of dealing with financial stress and all that, but I think other people, they are experiencing probably greater stress. Even if you see, okay, people these days, they're living on credit. They're going out and they're living day to day without the long-term consequences. And I think what is going on really, I mean, we're seeing a lot of, okay, for the first time, you know, we're seeing hyperinflation. That's about to become higher now. I was just told by a source from a guy vlogging in his car. He had a car, but he has a good track record. He was warning his followers about to prepare for hyperinflation, and I believe that guy. You know, like I said, I follow all kinds of people, and I try to gather up as much information as I can and try to come to a consensus, try to get all the facts. Here are the facts right now. I eat less than I did before. Yeah, I've been living on noodles and living monk mode. I have to. And I know that right now, like what happened the other day, I got lucky. I got a shelf from a lady for free. That was nice. But I think though that what's really happening in the bigger picture, I think it's because a lot of people are tapping out and probably moving out of the city. The smart people are probably doing that. They're moving, I guess, back home to see relatives, and I think maybe it's time I should do that. But I think with all my family, they're dealing with enough problems. My dad, he has cancer, and I want to try to do the best I could, you know, for their sake. I wish I could have done more. I wish I could have done more. Sadly, the world is getting very crazy. YouTube is a very strange place, and this is a really strange time right now. I don't even know. You gotta keep your head on a swivel. You need to be careful about who you follow. That includes me. I mean, I tell people, you know, follow after spiritual things because I've been misled before. Yeah. When people told me back in my early 20s, you need to go to school, got to get a higher education. You know, looking back, you know, I made some mistakes. I wanted to pursue a career that I wanted, and I ended up right here. I wish I had better people in my circle. But life, you know, it gets hard. Life is so much easier when you got money. Lucky for them. I mean, some people, they got too much money and they're still not satisfied. I don't think that some people can ever be satisfied. Like my brother, I don't know. I don't know what he's been up to. I think though he has his own things on his plate, you know, and I don't know, I guess car payments and paying for rent and all that other stuff. I mean, my family, they're not, you know, feeling very good right now. I told them not to get the shots. Again, I couldn't talk about that. I mean, even though, like, I know a lot about these things, what does it matter? I mean, if I can't reach people, if I can't even afford to feed myself, you know, this is why I kept telling people in the Christian community, yeah, I need to find help, because I'm not getting it online. Nowhere near getting it, man. And, yeah, I think for a lot of people, I mean, they're just selfish. I mean, I can't see who's behind the screen. I don't know who's watching me. I think the only comment that I got, I have a suspicion that it might be AI generated. That's why I don't trust people with no content. There's your answer. But I mean, it also has something to do with like respecting those that are actually being real. I see a lot of people who are fake. And you know, for those people who are lazy, well, I mean, you could say or do whatever you want. You know, it's your lives, it's your channels, it's your business, after all. But when things are going to start happening, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be up the creek. And hyperinflation, money, whether or not you have it, it's not going to save you in the end. Only God will. And some people, they're not right spiritually. I mean, for those of you who are not grounded in faith, you're not going to be prepared for what's going to happen next. I can say that as a fact. Not even the LGBTQ churches, they're only kidding themselves. They think that the old normal is going to come back. No. Sorry, ladies and gents. I mean, life, whether or not hyperinflation is actually going to happen, like, it may be a slow, gradual progression. I don't think it's going to happen instantly, but they're going to come with a solution. They're probably going to introduce UBI with blockchain, but I don't like where this is going. Some people are looking forward to it, but I know for a fact that there's going to come with a price. There's always a catch to these things. I mean, if you guys think that UBI is going to save you, or crypto, or gold, no. I mean, it's fine if you want to invest in that. I was talking to a guy last night. He said that, oh yeah, we're looking for construction workers. Great. Send me the link. I've been put through the ringer so many times. I have no time for BS. I was giving him some good piece of advice. He had a daughter, so I told him, yeah, okay, invest in silver, and if he has it. He said, oh, I got gold buy. I'm like, well, God bless, you know. And I told him, yeah, I'm looking for jobs. But even so, I don't know if long-term staying in the city is a smart, wise choice, because, hey, I mean, if I can't get help, you know, like, what chance do I have, like, of finding any good help when things are this complicated right now, and I'm chasing people. I can't even get people to deliver a piece of decor or anything. I just wanted to spruce up the place a little bit. You know, I wanted to buy a lamp, but I mean, he was not willing to make the trip for gasoline. And that got me thinking, wow, you know what? People don't want to make short trips over to bring stuff over. That tells you something. This economy is so bad that people are not willing to drive around in cars anymore, unless they have some place that they really got to go to. Other than that, people are not driving in cars no more. Because gas, you know. I was trying to see if I can get a car the past couple years when I was working at a gas station. Again, me talking about that, I tried to warn people because I knew from the get-go that, yeah, times are going to get harder. If I still had that job, you know, I would be, well, maybe I would have been vlogging in a car, but maybe then I would probably be worried about gas. You know, there's always something. Yeah, I mean, everybody is struggling right now, I think, in some fashion. Rather, I mean, what I tell people, listen, if you're still leaving your channels blank, look, I mean, this is not very hard. You can do this. You can do what I do. This is a little light that you can buy. You can put it on tripod. Here, I'm going to show you right now. Look at this. Look at this. See, you could do it in your car, or maybe while you're having a cup of coffee, casually talking about these things that I'm doing right now. Unfortunately for me, I can't afford Starbucks, and I can't afford to eat at Mickey D's. Sorry. No, not after that CEO, that guy, he could barely... Oh, he was talking about the new McArch. I mean, people can't afford McDonald's. That crap is expensive. Even if it was cheap, I wouldn't even eat it for free. You know, on second thought, I should go back to living on tea and rice like I did before. I thought that by this time I would have been able to at least, you know, be able to eat at restaurants and vlog on the go. I'm sorry I can't do that. That's not my budget. the other couple of evenings, I was thinking about trying to pledge anything that I could to help somebody, because tidings, I believe in that stuff.
The word itself means a tenth part, especially offered to God.
Oh yeah, when I was working at a gas station, people, they wanted all. They wanted booze, they wanted cigarettes, they wanted lottery tickets, they wanted delivery. Some guy, he paid $31 to have 6 chocolate bars. People are willing to spend that much on junk food, and yet they're not going to donate $1 to help ministries like Brianna for Christ, for example. It sickens me, man. When I get money, you know what I buy? Tools, this mic, lights, maybe some winter clothes that never made it in the mail because that actually got stolen. Oh yeah, I mean, dead serious. And these are only cheap pair of glasses that you can buy on Temu. I collected a few. You want to see? So yeah, that's like, a bag of rice or a bag of potatoes right there. Just little things over time, And yeah, I decided one day, to buy a really expensive pair, but I regretted it. I'll show you what it looks like here. Where is it? Yeah. I'm not even sure if this was worth the money, because it doesn't look that expensive. I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. Maybe it'll last a little bit longer. Maybe it's made of real metal, maybe in glass, but I wouldn't know because can't really tell the difference between the authentic stuff and the cheaper stuff. This watch got from Amazon for $29. It only looks expensive. Some people, they insist on getting Rolexes and watches that cost, well, more than my education right now. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. People, they got money to spend on that stuff. But when the money runs out, people are not going to be looking to buy, trinkets and gold and jewelry. No, they're going to be scrambling to get food, like a bag of rice. Or I should pull up that video of people taking big, huge piles of rice off the plate. What do you call the thing that you lay the food on top of? Wooden planks. Yeah, they had piles of rice at Walmart, and people, in a matter of minutes, they just took it all because it was cheaper. I see that stuff in the news, and I can't report on everything, but just take my word for it. And yeah, when I went grocery shopping one time, this was full of Nutella for $7. I just bought it because I wanted the glass. I was like, oh, okay, I can get a little treat, and I get to keep the glass. Cool. So you gotta think outside the box like that. You gotta start thinking crafty. Do more with less. That's what I say. And you guys can make your own ministries. You can do whatever you want. This stuff is cheaper now, but I mean, it won't be forever. Because when hyperinflation hits, it's game over, man. Game over.
Game over, man. Game over.
One more important thing. This is for the parents, because I understand they got kids and they want to keep them happy. And yeah, I would just say instead of buying expensive games, realistically, just pick up one of these. These are cheap. And as technology progresses, you could have freedom to share what's really on your mind. And if you have any important piece of advice to share something good, you could do it freely. And if you really feel like you want to help someone in need, I would donate to a good ministry. There's a link down in the description below. It'll take you to Sister of God. She's real deal. And her church, it's good. If you don't have time to go to a church, head on over to her channel and pledge some money. She is going through a really hard time. So any help would be very helpful. Alright, that's all I gotta say about that. I gotta go get dollar food items now. Groceries. Yep. Stay crafty. God bless.